All righty. Tuesday.
Yes.
I thought it was Wednesday, but
no, you're a day ahead, but that's okay.
Lindsay had to tune me up there. She's like, no, it's not Wednesday.
Yeah.
I wonder, is there anybody else having days like run into one another? I sure am.
Well, yeah, like my post last week or the week before where I was like, oh my gosh.
I know.
Well,
Hi, Carmen.
Before, I knew where I always had to be. Like if there was an appointment or if there was, like that was my way of knowing what day of the week it was. But now that we don't have appointments, not visiting people,
it's kind of, especially like, because now that Jeff's not working, because, I always kind of had everything kind of worked out for those days. But yeah, it's kind of, it's kind of funny, isn't it?
It's all blurring.
But I'm dressed. I have real pants on.
I did that today too.
So,
yep.
It is what it is today.
Yep.
We're all good. So,
yeah.
Carmen says days. What days?
Yeah.
I know I saw a good meme. It was like, there's no longer Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. There's like the other day and the day after. And so, yeah, it was good. I was like, yeah, that's exactly kind of.
Yeah, no such thing as weekends anymore.
Yeah, I was just saying to Lindsay that I talked to my mom this morning, and she's pretty down, and she's been really good through this, but she's a bit down in the dumps because mom always throws a big Easter dinner and gets all of us together, and that's our first trip down to the coast after winter kind of thing. So we're of course not going, and so she was a little sad that she can't have all her family over and stuff. So that's the first time actually that she's had anything. Because I told you, Lindsay, I was like, oh, they're driving me crazy because they won't listen.
Yeah.
And they were going out. And so finally, a few weeks ago, they finally said, okay, we're going to stay home. I'm only going to go out every couple weeks for shopping. And so they've been really good, but it really hit her today when she started kind of going, this isn't going to happen this time. So yeah. So anyways.
Yeah. And I was going to have Easter here on the weekend, but yeah, we're not doing that either. So
just think of the party we're all going to have when we can all get together and,
yeah.
And my mom's a hugger. Like she's like a total, and she's just like, just not natural.
Yes.
My daughter, it goes shopping for her even now too. And then like mom's got a big covered area on her back deck. So Bailey will come by and drop her stuff and sit there and visit with her apart, of course, because Bailey's still actually working in the public. So she's very cautious about getting close to her grandparents. And so anyways, they sit there and visit, and mom, you can Bailey said she just looks like she just wants to run over and, give you a big kiss and a hug and so yeah,
I know.
It's odd. Yeah.
Yes.
So, but that's okay. It's going to pass, everybody. And
think
of what's good. Think how much more grateful and happy and, when we all are able just to get together and love like we used to and stuff, and
how that petty stuff seemed to kind of disappear. Like, who cares about it, right?
Yeah, just think about it. It's going to be so great. And you know what? This has actually shown us how lucky we are to have what we have in our lives. Because when things like this are taken away, it makes you go, took that for granted for too long, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, hi, Linda. Linda.
Carmen said she put on her makeup today. Yay.
I put some mascara on.
I did too. I was like, none of this more. Yesterday, I was like, okay, I'm done.
I know.
Party was yesterday, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do something different to make myself feel good today. And I never wear makeup, so putting on mascara was a big deal.
Maybe on Friday, we'll put some bright red lipstick on or something.
Yes.
Bring those lips out kind of thing.
Yes, we should do something like that.
I don't even think I have bright red lipstick. I don't even think I have lipstick. I have chapstick. Low, and I saw another meme that said all of the low maintenance girls, because that's what I am, and I know Lindsay is the same way. yeah, we've trained for this our whole lives just to be like, the norm. So
yeah, like I don't dye my hair either, so I'm not missing
I do.
going to the hairdresser for that. Like,
Yeah. I wish I could just stop, but I try to, and then I just can't. So,
oh,
um,
no, mine's au naturel. I got the grays in there all.
yeah, yours is like all mixed in though. Mine is like this white hunk right here, right on
Oh,
the front. My mom was the same way. She had dark, dark hair back here and this white when she finally decided. So I'm
oh,
like not ready for that.
no,
I
no.
always think I am, but I had a gray eyebrow. I was like, what is happening? I don't know. It is,
Yeah,
but
it
it's good.
is. It is. I had my first gray hair in grade 5, so whatever.
Ah,
My teacher
yeah.
pointed it out to everybody.
Jeff, when we were first together, because Jeff was just a bachelor, right? So as I was saying, I think yesterday, he took on 2 like teenage girls and me. So he only had these 2 white hairs, like right here, 2. So we named one Bailey and one Jordan. We figured, that's where he got these 2 gray hairs. Well, now that he's just living with me for the last few years, he's like all through. Nobody to blame except for me.
Yeah,
So,
right.
but it's good.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's talk some business tips.
Yes. So what's today going to be about?
So today we're talking about like what to post. Like I've seen a lot of people are trying to get through this whole thing with a lot of humor. I love laughing, and I think laughing's really important right now for just sharing things that are funny to keep us all happy. But we definitely do need to also remember that we are in business, for those of you that are in business. And right now, especially, it's okay to show that things aren't all rosy and beautiful and sunshine and rainbows and unicorns. So something that I was reading and we had some training on is getting back to your pain points and people's pain points and addressing those so that you can share anything that you can to help people through anything that they're facing right now, kind of thing. So like in business, it means getting more personal.
It helps other people connect with you.
Yes.
Right?
If you only show the good things, like if you only show all the good things on your feed and everybody thinks, wow, like, she's so perfect and he's so he's got, this and he's got that, and, nothing ever goes wrong with them. I mean, there's very few people that are like that, and people will actually connect with you more if you show them that you do actually have like problems. Like,
yeah. You're more relatable. Yeah, people can relate
yeah.
to you more, for sure.
Yes.
I've even been told that with like the show that we do, we're very real with what we do. We're not, faking anything here. And even, just our posts, our people have said that you're relatable. And so people feel comfortable with you.
Yeah. I mean, we're just 2, Canadian girls just doing what we're doing. Like, we don't have, a jet out in our backyard or, no diamonds hanging around and stuff. We're just 2 normal moms and wives, and we have those days.
Going back to the makeup thing too, right? Yeah. Like what you see is what you get. We're not hiding even behind.
I don't have long nails. I mean, I think when I was younger, I would have. I don't know. I was never like that. Like, look at us. We had jobs that weren't glamorous. I always used to say on the job site, one day I'll have a glamorous job. I don't even know what that is. Like, seriously, I don't even know what a glamorous job is. So,
Those are the ones I think where they roll the red carpet out for you, and I've never had that.
Yeah, and like walk in front of you dropping rose petals. Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, I agree that it's so nice to take care of yourself and look good. And I mean, I would never go out in like dirty stained clothes shopping. I'm not saying I'm that easygoing. It's just, I'm okay with who I am and how I look.
Yeah.
And I've found the person that loves me for how I am and how I look, and I'm not looking for, you know, anything else. And I find that women tend to dress up and do all those things for other women, not necessarily, you know what I mean? Like you're almost trying to prove to other women. But anyways, we're going off on a tangent here, aren't we?
So one thing that I also wanted to mention is that when you are creating a post, and you're talking to, like, you are talking to people, but make it very specific who you're talking to. Like, create a character in your mind that you're sitting and like having a coffee with, and like, just talk to that one person.
Yeah, like for instance, Lindsay has 2 little ones, and you know, she has trials and tribulations with those little ones, with her business and whatever. So when she makes a post, she can be talking straight to another mother that's sitting there going through something similar. Or like I can talk to construction people, like, because I've been through it, and I can talk like I'm talking to one person, even though I'm talking to, you know, and that's how you have to think about your posts, that you are just talking to one person, that one person that needs to hear that post. So that's definitely, something to look at for sure. And like I say, don't put out that you have a perfect life. Like, people need to connect with you on all levels of, you know, not just that you have this. They want to see, like, people love seeing when you trip and fall too. I mean, and that is part of life. So definitely getting back to that.
Yeah.
So I have a sheet here, and it's like when to post, like how to post for business. Not necessarily, you can do whatever you want if you're not doing business, but there is a way of posting a certain time of day, every day, being consistent, so that you're actually priming your algorithm with Facebook. I know that's way over the top of lots of people's head, but something that Facebook wants to see is definitely live videos. If you are making a post, you need to make something that's unique and that's native, which I mean, you don't want to just copy somebody else's post. I'm going to put this water down before it's everywhere. There we go. I've hit it twice now with my talking. You want to make something that is yours. Even if you're copying somebody's post, like you really like a quote or you like something, use the quote. Don't hesitate to use the quote. Just make it your own. Like, put it behind a different picture, put a different picture behind it, or whatever. They really want you to have unique native posts to just your page. And you can I'm not saying never share. You can share maybe once or twice a week, but I wouldn't do any more than that, because you're actually hurting yourself. So. And I was going to say, for the pictures, there's lots of free pictures. Oh yeah, actually we had a couple written down. Pixabay. Can you actually type that in the chat? No, it's not going to go in the chat. We'll put it in the comments. I can put it in the comments right now. Pixabay is a free, there we go, I just put it. Pixabay is a free, that you can get beautiful pictures and you can download them for free. Pixabay is a good one. Unsplash is another, I'll put that in there. So if you're looking for really good, of course it auto-corrected. If you're looking for really good quality pictures to use in your post, those two are great. Absolutely great. Pixels is 2. Pixels. Pixels? Yeah. Pixels. And then of course Canva. Oh, okay. Sorry. I haven't even looked at what's going on here. Holy moly. What? I'm just looking at just want to make sure there wasn't any questions, but there is one. Oh. Okay, Carmen asked, why can't you share? Okay, so if you share, like for instance, say I put a post out that you really liked and it was like Robin Ray Page at the top, and you just simply share that to your page, you don't get any credit for it. I do. So anything that you put on your page that's mine, I get the credit for it. I get the points. I get the yay, Robin with Facebook. You don't get anything. And that's why you see all the comments that come. Yes. Right? So like remember I said, if you get a like or a love, that's 1 point. If you get a comment, is 6. And if you had to think about that, if you get a share, like somebody shares your post off your page, it's 13 points. So all of these points add up to algorithm. So more people, the better your algorithm is, the better your engagement is, the more people that see your post. Does that make sense? So if you are sharing, say, my post onto your page, I'm not saying never do that. If it's a great post, post away.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that you don't get any kind of advantage to it.
Right. So if you're trying to reach a large audience, you need to be original.
The number one thing that you want on your page, on your business page or your personal page, is reach. So that is Facebook showing it to people. Okay. So even if you have, say, 3,000 friends on your page, they might not all see it. But the better that your engagement is in the algorithm that you set, the more of those people will see it. So you'll get more likes, loves, comments, whatever on your post. You want people to share your post. Don't get me wrong. Like you want that. That's great. But for yourself, actually sharing onto your page from somewhere else isn't, it isn't, it doesn't help you. Let's put it that way. So, unless of course, even if it gets shared off your page, I still get the benefit from it. So it's it's better to take that post if it's something, say it was a beautiful picture and it had a quote on there and you loved it and it looked like I was getting tons of engagement. Use that post, use that quote, just change the picture, or else save. You can even do this too. You can save the picture and then share it on your page. Just don't hit the share button so that it has my name there.
Yeah. And if you want to credit the person, do so in your post somehow then.
Yeah.
Right? Like if the quote came from like Robin and I used it, I could put Robin's name in the picture somewhere.
Yeah, like, if you're using quotes, I advise you to, even if it's somebody who's dead now, you put who made the quote. Lots of people want to know who made the quote. If it's your quote, put your own name. But if it's like Mother Teresa, put, Mother Teresa. You can do the quote, and I always put whoever wrote the quote really small.
Yeah, so somebody actually has to look hard to see who did it, right?
But for instance, if there's a great picture and a great quote, and this is another thing you got to watch too, is that some businesses and some people, which is a good idea, actually put credit for themselves of that post. Like I could put my name, Robin Ray Page or whatever, down on the bottom. And then if you share that picture, it still is helping me.
Yeah. Or even
you can save, like if you see something in the feed, you can actually save it as a picture and then natively and uniquely post it on your page instead of just sharing the whole post.
Yeah, and if it's one and if you have a website or something, you can even put your website on there.
Yes, it's not going to be clickable, but they could always punch that in. So it's always good. Don't make it big because Facebook doesn't like that. Just make it small enough that people could see it if they wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see here. Sorry, guys, I totally didn't look at the. Got lots of people watching.
Oh, good.
Alicia says, "What pictures can you post?" You can post anything that isn't doesn't have a don't ever post something that has a watermark, because I think it's just tacky and people view it as that. Anything that isn't what do you call it? Trademarked or
copyrighted.
Copyrighted. So Pixabay and Unsplash and Pixels and all those things that we put in there, they have they're free to use. You can just use them and they're really good quality. Don't ever use crappy pictures either, like fuzzy or.
Yeah, because Canva is also a place where you can edit all your pictures. However, they do have free pictures that you can use in there, but they also have ones that you can pay for, and those are the watermarked ones. So if you're going to use those ones, make sure, you can sign up monthly and then you have unlimited use, but you can also pay for one-time use too. If you just see a picture that you like and spend a couple bucks, then that would be fine, but it gets rid of those watermarks.
Yeah. I've seen lots of people put posts up with watermarks, and
I think when I was brand new, I accidentally did.
Yeah, I mean, I try, if I see it on somebody's post, I always just quietly send them a message and just say, hey,
That's a good idea.
you shouldn't, just because I don't want them, A, to get in trouble, and
Oh,
B,
yeah.
just, I even think Facebook, those little tiny Facebook people can see that it's watermarked, and you will have no engagement on it whatsoever.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's true.
So Carmen says, I have a lot of people sharing my posts, so that's a good thing, but I should only share sparingly. Yes. If people are sharing your post, that's the best thing for your page. If they're sharing your post with your name of your business or your name at the top, but only if you see my post and you want to share it on your page, only do that sparingly. You're right. So yeah, and that's good. If the more shares you get, the better. We used to have a tool that you could actually go and see where you ranked on your Facebook page for quality of your Facebook page, but they took it away. It was such a great app. So
I used it once, and that was in the very beginning, and I didn't have enough information on my page to have it rank me. But
it was such a good tool, but I don't know why they just closed it down. Likealizer or something. Facebook probably didn't like it because
probably
giving all their secrets away, right?
Yeah.
So but anyways, just try to make your own post, and if it's a picture that you really love, just tap and hold on your phone and save the picture, and then make a post out of it on your own.
Before you post, though, you want to make sure that you're priming, right?
That's what we're going to get to right now. Okay, so another thing that Facebook wants you to do is not to just come on and post and run. They want you to engage. Like, that's what Facebook is. It's not just about you. It's about engaging with everybody else, right?
Yeah, and they like you to be on it.
I feel like I'm talking so much today. Like, poor Lindsay never gets a word in edgewise.
I was just saying. Facebook likes it when you're on Facebook.
Yes. They want you to stay.
They'd love to see you on there all the time.
Yes, they want you to stay on there. That's how they make their money, by ads, by whatever. So so what we're talking about is priming your feed, which means to activate your algorithm on Facebook, which is going to show people your post or your ad or whatever. You want to get as many eyeballs on your post as you can. Like, that's what why post if you're not going to get eyeballs on it? So what you should do is get onto your feed, which is just, how you scroll through things. That's what you want to get onto. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people scroll through until they see something they like, and then they engage. If you want to get it done fast, just engage on everything. Like, love, throw a little comment in here, there, anything. Just engage so that Facebook's going, oh, Robin's online, she's engaging, kind of thing, so that when I do drop my post, it's going to get shown to more people. That's what they say.
Yeah. And so it's not just liking or loving, it's commenting, but when you're commenting, also putting the person's name that you're talking about, right? So if I'm commenting on Robin's post, I want to make sure in her comment I'm tagging Robin in that comment.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Quite often, like, it'll just pop up who you're replying to or whatever anyway. So another little trick that I do. What's that?
For replying it does, but when you're actually commenting on somebody's page, it doesn't.
But if you just put in the first couple letters, it's going to pop up anyway. So anyways, something that I like doing, if you're replying to something and the name pops up, say Lindsay Ashley's name popped up, I always take that and I back it off to Lindsay so that she's still tagged, but it's more,
And some people don't know how to do that. So all you do is just hit the delete button once and it gets rid of the last name.
Once, and it gets rid of the last name and just leaves the first name.
Yeah.
So that's something that I do. I don't know if it helps or not, but I just feel like it makes that person feel that you're not just auto responding, kind of thing. So you want to do this for 15 minutes if you can prior to posting your post. You need to get on Facebook and, it is actually, you know what? I think 15 minutes is easy to scroll and you can.
Oh, it is. It's just a matter though, if I have an idea in my head, I got to post, I'm going to do it. And then I do it. And I'm like, shoot, I didn't prompt it.
Yeah. once you get into the habit of it,
Yeah.
and that's another thing too, if you can have a post ready to go, like say the night before, so that when you do get on there and prime your feed, that you can just boom, put it on after you're done, kind of thing. 15 minutes is what they're saying, but anything more than what you're doing now is going to be good. So if you don't have 15 minutes to put into it, just put as much time as you can. In fact, if you only have 5 minutes, like, love, comment, like, love, comment kind of thing, as quickly as you can to show that you're actually, on there.
Yeah, I wonder about stories. Because that's kind of a newer one, right? So I wonder if loving and comment, because nobody else can see your comments on a story. That goes right to Messenger. So I wonder what the algorithm for that is. It would be
I still think that they track all of that. Like, I do think a lot of people tell me, like especially the younger crowd, they don't use Facebook much, but they do watch the Facebook stories.
Yes.
So if you're going to spend time on Facebook, they're actually going through stories. They're not going through just the regular feed. And I will tell you, since I've been really using stories for probably a month and a bit now, that's where I'm getting my leads from, or stories on Instagram and Facebook. So, and they're neat. Because I never used them, because I thought, oh, just one more thing I got to post on, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you can easily put the same post on your stories. So, yeah. And then hashtags too, Like, make sure you're putting a couple of hashtags on every post you do, every story that you do.
Yes.
Something that goes along with it, because I think that too shows more eyeballs on what you're doing. So,
yeah. So 3 minutes left.
How many?
3.
How is this possible? I'm like, because I talk too much. I'm always the one at the dinners that have a mound of food on their plate when everybody's scraping theirs.
I'm not surprised. But you know what? I'm the same way.
Well, I guess we'll be covering some of this on next Tuesday.
Well, I was going to say, if you quickly just say, once you're done your post, you can just quickly make sure that you're still online for 15 minutes, interacting on other people's. But if anybody comments on yours, you're responding to their comments as well.
Yeah, always respond to a comment, regardless if it's short, long, or whatever. Try to respond with their name and a little comment like, hey, thanks, or
even
whatever.
An emoji sometimes too is just fine, right? And put their name in it again, right?
If people are taking their time out of their day to comment on your whatever, then you should be responding. Let me just quickly check the chat here. Carmen says she only ever does the first name, so that's great.
Yeah.
She says, I spend all day Sunday creating my posts for the different pages. You're smart. I wish I would do that.
Yeah.
I just started doing stories. Carmen says, and she never knew about them prior to a week ago. Yeah, they get tons of engagement compared to regular posts. That's what I'm finding too.
Or you can even just see how many people have seen your.
And another, I was saying to Lindsay this morning, always use that poll button. Like, if you're talking about something and like you want somebody to interact with it, put the poll button in, because people love hitting. And you can change the yes, no on the poll choices. You could actually put what you want in there if it's not very long.
Yeah.
And you don't have to have the poll question. You can just leave that blank, and then, if you have something in your picture or whatever, then, because I find that if you have a button, people will hit it. So should you advertise your business on stories? Okay, Carmen, yes, you should, but you should not use a link. If it's your personal page, you should not use a link. Well, I don't think you can do stories on your business page, can you?
I think that's only a personal.
Yeah, I put almost all of my business on stories.
And maybe something that we can talk about too is, because our question is, should you advertise your business on stories? We can get maybe next week on how you could do business but more curiosity on your personal page.
Yes,
so maybe
definitely.
That's something that we can dive into next week.
Yeah. Because we didn't get through all of this anyways. So we're just going to go to today's word, since we're at the top of the hour here. I can't believe how fast this show is going. I feel bad. I feel like I open my mouth and it doesn't shut for like a half an hour.
We just need to cut back on our content and have it like over more period of time, right? So
we have all these big like ideas that we're going to get through this, and we get to like, here's the page, we get to like here.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. Okay, today's word is content.
Yes.
Knowing what to post, knowing when to post it. Content's very important because people want to connect with you. So yeah, definitely. I've been really doing lots of jokes lately and fun stuff. Less kind of value stuff. So I should get back into that. So yeah, anyways, that was
what you feel like at the time, right? It's really what you feel like at the time. And
I just find that lots of people are home right now and they're just, they're looking for something that's going to make them happy and whatnot. So,
and if you're creating something and you're not in a good mood, it's going to show, right? Like it's not going to come through.
Yeah, like never do a go live if you just had a poopy conversation with somebody. It's just going to come through.
Oh, it will. Yeah.
Just always, like, if you're feeling really good during the day, pop on a go live, even if it's about nothing. Just like, I was just having such a great day and I just wanted to come on here and see how everybody's doing. And people love that. So definitely.
Tomorrow,
okay, so what?
Tomorrow, I think we're talking about money.
We are.
So yeah, I think we're going to dive into what the government and some companies are doing for us with everything that's going on in the world.
Yeah, like lots of income right now and stuff. That was suggested by Dan.
It was.
So we kind of dove in and got some kind of just the basics. You guys are going to have to look into it more on your own kind of thing, but at least we have some kind of things that we've read about and found out about. So anyways, everybody, so glad to have you on here, and we will see you same time, same place tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Have a wonderful day. Bye, everybody.